take this opportunity to make an appeal to residents to conserve. Now is the time that we have to conserve.
We echo Prime Minister Andrew Holness's call. If we are to weather the current drought in sections of the island, we will have to take care when using this precious commodity. Stick around for conservation methods inside today's edition of Jamaica Magazine.
It keeps our bodies working, our food nutritious, our living and working spaces clean, and our lives comfortable. Water, the most precious resource necessary for the sustenance of life on our planet. Don't waste it. Let's conserve on this critical commodity. In the house, invest in storage containers and buckets. Take quick showers instead of long baths, and invest in water-efficient shower heads, toilets, and faucets. You may also want to consider one-pot meals and cooking methods that don't require much water. You could also wash fruits and vegetables in a bowl and reuse the water on your plants or grass. When cleaning dishes, fill both sinks and use one for washing and the other for rinsing. The leftover water can be used to wash off the concrete or asphalt in your yard. If you must wash your car at home, aim for once a fortnight and use a bucket to do the washing instead of running the hose. Don't delay. Start your water conservation practices today.
Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Monday, May 20. Government is drastically cutting the waiting period for persons to have their houses or buildings approved for electricity down from 95 days to 18 days. While addressing last Friday's JIS think tank, Energy Minister Favour Williams said the reduced waiting time was being facilitated under the new government electrical regulator GER. Previously, persons had to contract a certified electrician to do the installation, then have a government inspector examine and pass the building before electricity could be provided.
In the new paradigm that we're shifting to, we are saying to the certified electricians, you have a chance now to become a certified inspector. And so we will dramatically increase the number of inspectors that are available to come out and take a look at the jobs. But important to this is that the Ministry of Science, Energy and Technology will have a database in the background that will keep track of all the electricians, all the inspectors.
Minister Williams says the new system will allow customers to keep track of work done, which will be updated periodically by electricians and inspectors. She says the change will help to increase Jamaica's ranking in the Global Doing Business report. In other energy news, the Portfolio Minister says the Jamaica Public Service Company's 190 megawatt power plant being built in Old Harbour is scheduled to be commissioned in July. The natural gas power plant is being constructed at a cost of $330 million. During her recent contribution to the 2019-2020 sectoral debate, Minister Favour Williams also advised that the construction of the 94 megawatt power plant in Clarendon was progressing successfully and would be commissioned in 2020.
This will improve the electricity generation landscape and provide more stability and reliability for the electricity grid.
National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang says the recent completion of Phase 1 of the Burke Barracks in St. James will enable a more efficient approach to JDF deployment in the western end of the island. He says a similar development is scheduled for Westmoreland as soon as the appropriate area is located. This is part of the Jamaica Defence Force's overall strategy to establish geographic commands across the island.
This is the first phase of establishing a garrison unit in Western area of operation. The unit will cover the parishes of St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, Hanover, St. James, and Trelawney, and there will be a large further build-out at the Montpelier in St. James in due course.
The two-story Burke Barracks was constructed at a cost of $708 million and will house 264 JDF soldiers. Phase 2 will be built at an additional $896 million and accommodate another 264 JDF personnel. The JDF Burke Barracks, which traditionally houses the 3rd Battalion of the Jamaica National Reserves, will now house the 2nd Battalion. The new barracks now establishes the stage for planning, training, marine operation, deployment, and reset for troops. Chairman of the Economic Growth Council (ECG), Michael Lee Chin, is encouraging Jamaicans to take advantage of the positive outturns in the economy by way of investing. Mr. Lee Chin says persons should look to invest in assets such as stocks, starting a business, or owning a home or piece of land. He was speaking at the EGC's 8th quarterly report last Wednesday.
So the logic would be, given the confidence, we should be the ones who are jumping in first and investing. The reality is that's not the case. The reality is the foreigners are the ones who are now leading the way. We need to correct that backwardness. We need to make sure as Jamaicans that we take advantage of the opportunity that is now.
Among the high-performance elements of the economy are the lowering of GDP to under 100%, net international reserves of more than $3 billion, and inflation rate at 2.4%. The EGC chairman also mentions the all-time low 1.25% Bank of Jamaica policy interest rate, consumer confidence high of over 177.5 points, and business confidence of 151 points.
We are at a good time now. We have tightened we have gone through a difficult time over the last 6 years. It's now time to harvest the sacrifices that we have made and deliver 5 in 4 to next generation.
And finally, Minister of Transport and Mining Robert Montague says he is in discussions with the Agriculture Minister to acquire the Holland Bamboo Airstrip in St. Elizabeth to facilitate domestic flight operations. Minister Montague says the airstrip is close to Appleton Estate, which will allow for an increase in tourist visits to the estate and surrounding areas.
30,000 Jamaicans visited the Appleton Estates, and every single one of them went by road. And it's not near. And therefore, more persons could visit Appleton if we could fly people close to them.
Minister Montague was speaking at a recent ceremony to open a pilot's lounge at the Tinson Pen Aerodrome. He says there are also plans to invest in the Lionel Densham Aerodrome to have domestic flights accessible to the South Coast region of the island. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.
Jamaica, let's work to make our roads, schools and communities safer for our children. Join the national effort to protect our children this Labor Day, May 23. Lend a hand in your community by brightening pedestrian walks and sidewalk boundaries and sprucing up learning spaces for our children. Register your projects today at jis.gov.jm or email laborday@mcges.gov.jm. Call 876-978-7654 for details. Let's work together for child safety. It's you, it's me, it's all of we.
Some water with you, please.
Water gone. But me need water for cook. So how me go wash?
Let's weather the drought. Start conservation measures today. Check for leaks around your house. Opt for shorter showers over long baths. Reuse water to water plants and lawn. Watch the amount of water you and your family use. Try cooking methods that don't require much water. And if you have a vehicle, avoid washing it regularly. Remember, water is as important as the air we breathe. So conserve our water, conserve our life.
As we continue to encourage, enable and include our children this Child Month, we turn the spotlight on a group of bright sparks.
On April 2nd, 2019, history was made by a group of students at this noble institution. Those students gave their school a special 275th birthday present after winning the 50th season of the TVJ Schools Challenge Quiz Competition. Welcome to another episode of School Zone. And in the zone today, you've guessed it, we are at the St. Jago High School, the School of Academic Excellence. Over to you guys.
Diego with it, this is the right zone. Everybody all right, this is no fight zone. Pass every exam, this is right zone. Mount Street and up Pong Street at the right zone. Let me tell you about the quiz team. Was when man like Lindsay stepping, but them a beat we. In a them dream, we send them home 39-19.
St. Diego, we at number one. St. Diego, we at number one. St. Diego, we at number one. St. Diego, we at number one.
Hello Jamaica, we are the members of the St. Diego High School Quiz team.
Did you know that this school was founded in 1744 and is one of the oldest schools in the Western Hemisphere?
Did you know the school was a merger of the Beckford and Smith Boys School and the Cathedral High School for girls?
Did you know St. Diego High School produced numerous Olympians such as Johan Blake, Nicola Schmid, Melanie Walker and Karen Stone?
Did you know that the school was intended to benefit the poor people of the town?
And did you know that our motto, Labor Omnia Vincit, is Latin for Labor Conquers All? This was untrue as it helped us to toil our way to victory.
Read a book, magazine, newspaper. Read a book right now or later. Read a book for the higher education. Read a book, oh what a sensation. Read a book, magazine, newspaper. Read a book right now or later. Read a book for the higher education. Read a book, oh what a sensation. Read a book.
Hi, I'm Wendy and I'll be the 2019 second place winner of the Rita Marley Foundation Public Speaking Competition, and you're watching School Zone.
Well, basically, the coaches gives us a portion of questions, and basically after we study, we use our reserves to ask us about the questions, and when we get questions wrong, we revise them again, and we continue the process until the questions are mastered.
Our school body and our principal, yes, they were very instrumental in motivating us throughout every match. You know, just seeing them there in the crowd gave us the extra push to want to win the match. And our peers, you know, they would see us around the campus and they would say, you guys got it, you guys have it, you guys can take home the trophy to Monk Street this season. And our parents, you know, they were very instrumental in calling us, checking up on us on various occasions throughout the season. And teachers such as Miss Sanran and Mr. Dove, yes, you know, they would pass through and they would just encourage us to be our best and do our best at all times.
Well, our coach, he is a motivational speaker, so whenever he speaks to us, it gives us this drive to do our very best whenever it comes down to match time. We normally have training from 2:45 to 8 or 9 in the night and sometimes on weekends.
The victory, even though it was planned, it is so much more than expected. I don't know if it's the fact that it was the 50th season of the competition. I don't know if it was the fact that it was the 275th anniversary of the school. And I don't know if it was the fact that I am so close with this team, but all of that come together, I think, creates what is the most special feeling that I think can ever be imagined.
And how is the future looking for the quiz team?
We have a history, we have a strong tradition. Both coaches are past students and so they are committed to St. Diego High School. We start quiz as early as first form where there are competitions, and so there is no doubt that we will be a strong force to be reckoned with going forward.
And just like that, we've come to the end of today's episode of School Zone. Thanks for staying with us. If you like today's show and want to watch it all again, all you have to do is visit our website. What is our website, guys?
JS.gov.jm.
Correct. And if you want your school to be featured in the next School Zone, all you have to do is email me at sclark@jis.gov.jm. Until then, take care.
Diego with it, this is the right zone. Everybody all right, this is no fight zone. Pass every exam, this is right zone. Monk Street and up Pong Street at the right zone. Let me tell you about the quiz team. Was when man like Lindsay stepping, but them a beat we. In a them dream, we send them home 39-19.
St. Diego, we at number one. St. Diego, we at number one. St. Diego, we at number one. St. Diego, we at number one.
Sign with me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Sign with me.
The state is serious about leveraging technology for development. Just look.
It's all around us. It influences how we work, learn, live, play, and plan for the future. GIS is the short form of Geographic Information System. It's a computer-based system built to capture, store, manipulate, analyze, manage, and display all kinds of spatial or geographical data.
In geography class in high school, persons were taught that in geography, we're able to locate where features are using coordinates. That's the basis of GIS. Knowing where these features are on the Earth's surface and being able to represent that within a computer-based environment where that is seen visually.
So it's a support tool that we use to provide additional extension to any business process.
And with this GIS technology, the government has been mapping Jamaica's course on the Information Highway. Leading that charge is the Land Information Council of Jamaica, LICJ, a mandate held since 1992.
Jamaica is considered the leading country within the English-speaking Caribbean with regards to GIS. We're able to provide direction, policy development.
In addition to coordinating the implementation of a National Land Information Policy Strategy, the LICJ has also been instrumental in developing a national GIS network. And with the foundation set, the Council is now focused on establishing and implementing a National Spatial Data Infrastructure, NSDI. Through that infrastructure, government will be able to capture, manage, maintain, integrate, discover, and distribute spatial data at all levels of society. The LICJ's mandate is executed through its secretariat, the National Spatial Data Management Division, NSDMD.
We provide a lot of technical support to all of these various government agencies that actively use GIS to carry out their mandate. We train these persons. Apart from that, we facilitate conducting GIS needs assessments.
Government is currently the largest user of geospatial and related technologies, and that usage runs throughout government. It's seen in the water sector, transport, disaster management, environment management, national security, education, health, and agriculture. But no other area has seen the proliferation of GIS technology than that of land use and development. At the Urban Development Corporation, GIS is used to streamline operations in various departments, including estate management, business development, architecture, and corporate security.
We're on the road now to our 50th anniversary, and we see GIS as being that enabling tool to provide UDC now with not just the way to make better decisions in development, but also improving UDC's image as a modern entity.
The same is true for the National Land Agency's land titling, land valuation, surveys and mapping, and estate management divisions.
A lot of the business processes that exist within the different divisions have GIS tied into it. So for example, there is no way that somebody can, at present, acquire a new certificate of title without some work happening on the GIS end.
The National Works Agency also uses GIS in project planning, land acquisition, and location analysis.
Everything that we do has a spatial component to it, and it's hard to deny that GIS is going to play a role in all of that.
Cost savings, greater efficiency, faster decision making, improved communication, and better record keeping are all derived from the use of GIS. And the private sector also has been getting in on the technology. Increasing GIS nationwide is also a focus for the LICJ and the NSDMD. To facilitate this, the government has signed an enterprise license agreement with the Environmental Research Institute. That agreement has been a game changer.
It has allowed us to be more efficient, in terms of accessing the data and using it to provide more information and to engage also with the public as well.
What it does is open up a whole new world. So there are almost no limits to what we can do with GIS and improving the way we handle our spatial data as a government.
Public awareness has also been heightened with the GIS Day during Geography Awareness in November. That observation has been staged annually since 2003. In 2017, with the LICJ celebrating 25 years groundbreaking work, there will be a 2-day GIS user conference in October. The conference will focus on national security for sustainable development under the theme Geospatial Technologies, Mapping Our Way to Secure Communities. As we strive to learn more about each other and the world around us, there is no doubt that GIS is the most practical and beneficial tool in this process. As Jack Dangamond, co-founder of the Environmental Systems Research Institute, said, GIS is waking up the world to the power of geography, the science of integration, and has the framework for creating a better future. We invite you to learn more about the GIS User Conference by visiting the webpage at gisuserconferenceja.com.
Hey guys, have you seen the Child Month calendar? Look, they have so much in store for us. By the way, this year's Child Month theme is Encourage, Enable, Include Me. That means May is celebrating all of us. But you know, special emphasis is being placed on children with disabilities.
And I heard that Jamaica Magazine will be bringing us the voices and the stories of disabled children.
Wow. We learn about how the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission, as we all know it to be JCDC, is including children with special needs in their programs.
Plus tours and encouragement from adults who have been disabled from childhood.
They're also taking a closer look at deaf etiquette, the causes of various disabilities, how to treat them, and how to prevent them.
As well as where children with disability can receive rehabilitation and assistive aid and become outstanding performers and sports stars.
So, wherever you are, make sure you're locked into Jamaica Magazine each day, same time,
same station,
to catch all these features and more. Trust me, you don't want to miss it.
Over the past 5 years, more than 120 children have lost their lives on our nation's road. In addition to this, countless children continue to suffer from injuries that are directly related to traffic crashes within 100 meters of school zones over the past decade.
But steps are being taken right here in Jamaica to change that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. At the Azar Primary School we go. And using the pedestrian crossing is what we know. It's no show. Walking in a row is a good flow. But using the cell phone on the road is a big no-no. Using the sidewalk is a great start. It will prevent shattered body parts.
Hazard Primary School is the first of 18 schools selected under the X Marks the Spot School Crosswalk campaign. And this is a collaboration with UNICEF Jamaica and FIA Foundation. And we selected Hazard Primary through our Child Road Safety Assessment research and report, which was recently published. And we've identified the vulnerabilities where children who are journeying to and from school face several challenges getting to school.
To reduce the vulnerabilities and the challenges faced by the over 600 students at this Clarendon-based school, a number of infrastructural upgrades were carried out.
The Hazard Primary School was selected for this infrastructural upgrade, which includes a pedestrian crossing, bus lay-by, and sidewalks to ensure the safety of the children attending this school.
As it is now, they're already practicing, learning to use the walkways and the crossing, and the wardens are there to sort of help them cross the street. And I mean, overall, it's going to ensure that the children are a little bit safer.
When the cars are bringing the students to school, they normally come over on the sidewalk where we are supposed to walk. So now we have the sidewalk where we can walk on, that they cannot come over on the sidewalk and kind of hurt us or anything.
And that's not all. The school will get a facelift,
with beautiful artistic designs done by student volunteers from the Edna Manley College of the Visual and Performing Arts.
We approached Edna Manley because we wanted to bring a little excitement to the project, so we thought art is a good way to spread messages. It translates well on social media because it gives us good visuals. We didn't want to take stock images, we wanted young people's ideas, and so we approached the school and they said sure they would be interested, and so they came up with these designs. These are their designs and the designs that will go on the sidewalk leading to the crosswalk. So they were interested, they came up with their designs and they're here painting away, and they will be working with us on all of the schools as we go forward.
To conclude phase 1 of the project, 2 other schools will receive similar road infrastructural improvements, and before you know it, it will be time for phase 2.
Over the next 3 years, we will be carrying out this work in 15 other schools on a phase 2 of X Marks the Spot.
The projects cost approximately $1 million and was made possible by a number of sponsors.
I just want to say thanks to JN Foundation and UNICEF for their effort and the support and seeing the importance of having this crossing section at the school gate that I know will benefit the students tremendously.
When parents are assured that their children will get to school safely, they will be more contented, and the children themselves will be happier knowing that they'll be safe.
And that's how we close out today's show. Be sure to keep the lines of communication open. Send your emails to Jamaica Magazine at jis.gov.jm. Browse our website, scroll through our social media pages, and click subscribe on our YouTube channel. On behalf of the entire team here at the JIS, I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.